of the most surprising fights of 2021 is getting a sequel. After an incredible first-round head kick knockout at UFC 261, Rose Namajunas looks to defend her crown against Zhang Weili in the co-main event of the incredible UFC 268 card. I mean, wow, what a stacked card. We here at Athlete Central are here to tell you everything you need to know about the fight, from their first fight, recent form to statistical comparisons. We've got you covered. But before we dive into it, make sure to hit the like button to support the channel if you are enjoying the content. Now, let's get into the Ultimate Fight breakdown. The form. As this is an immediate rematch, we'll cover the first fight separately. But now let's take a look at the path both athletes took prior to that fight. Let's start off with the former champ, Zhang Weili. She had an impeccable 21-1 record before her defeat to Rose, with her only loss coming in her professional debut. Before signing with the UFC, Zhang was a champion at KLF and Top FC with a 16-fight win streak. This meant that the UFC threw her immediately into the deep end after signing. She only needed 3 victories in order to earn a title shot against the then-champion Jessica Andrade. This included 2 unanimous decision victories over Danielle Taylor and Tecia Torres, and an impressive first-round submission win over Jessica Aguilar. This earned her a title shot against Jessica Andrade in a rare event in China, made especially for her. Zhang did not disappoint and knocked the Brazilian champion out in an incredible 42 seconds, signifying a new star in the eyes of the UFC.
谢谢。去年11月份在北京比赛的时候，我说我会是UFC 的第一个冠军，中国的。我今天我做到了。
Last time when I was in Beijing, I made a commitment. Man, I'm going to be the first ever champion of the Chinese fighters. Now today I made it.
They finally had a way to tap into the Asian market, something they were sorely missing due to the lack of top fighters in that region. Zhang only increased her star power in her next fight against Joanna Jędrzejczyk in what many consider not only the fight of the year for 2020, but the best women's fight of all time. Do you agree? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Zhang overcame adversity in a very close fight and came out on the other side. Her next fight was the defeat to Rose Namajunas, that we'll talk more in depth about later on, so stay tuned. Moving on to Rose though, who had a completely different path to UFC gold in Weili. We talked about the 16-fight win streak. Well, Rose was a measly 6-3 before fighting Joanna Jędrzejczyk for the title at UFC 217, which, by the way, is considered one of the best cards of all time. Let us know your favorite card of all time in the comments below. Rose got her UFC shot after a very impressive season of The Ultimate Fighter. She lost in the final to Carla Esparza, who many people thought should have gotten the title shot over Weili. The UFC probably gave Zhang the immediate rematch because of the financial reasons that we alluded to earlier. Tell us if you think snubbing Carla Esparza was the right move in the comments below. Once Rose officially entered the octagon, she was 2-2, but she went on to get impressive victories over the likes of Angela Hill, Paige Van Zandt, Tecia Torres, and Michelle Waterson to earn her shot at Joanna. People that bet on her won a lot of money that night, as Rose was a huge plus 500 underdog and went on to score an incredible first-round knockout against the dominant champion. No one saw Joanna losing the title anytime soon, and Rose really put her name on the map with that victory. The Pole was given a speedy rematch that she lost via unanimous decision, marking Rose's first title defense in notable fashion, showing that her knockout wasn't a fluke. Rose then went on to lose her title to the aforementioned Jessica Andrade, being slammed on the mat in the second round in one of the most brutal finishes in recent history. That's when she spoke out about the pressures of the belt being too much for her. If you want to know more about Rose's personality, check out our video about her lifestyle and net worth. After Andrade lost the title to Zhang, she rematched Rose, who beat her in a decision victory to line her up for that title shot. Fun fact: Rose is the only fighter in UFC history to have 3 different immediate rematches in a row: Joanna, Andrade, and now Zhang. The first fight. Even though the first fight was very short, 1 minute and 18 seconds long to be exact, we can tell a lot about their strategies and the approach to the bout. The bout was contested at the pace and distance that Rose preferred. You could clearly tell that Zhang was trying to implement a kick-heavy game plan. The problem was the range. Rose kept the fight at a distance where Zhang could not set her kicks up with punches, so she kept throwing these naked kicks without anything behind them. The few times she tried to go for it with punches were unsuccessful. Rose just moved out of the way and countered with her own. After a few exchanges where Weili was the unsuccessful aggressor, Rose found her opportunity to execute a perfect head kick that stunned the crowd and commentators alike.
Can't nobody tell you you the best ever. We done seen that for years. You the best motherfucker ever. Who the best?
I'm the best.
Who the best?
I'm the best.
You been the best.
We will discuss how we think the fight will play out this time around in the prediction part of the video, so stick around.
Tail of the tape.
Rose is only 32 years old, 3 years younger than the 32-year-old Zhang Weili, so both women are in the prime of their career. They are very similar when it comes to their measurements. Rose is only an inch taller at 5'5", with Zhang at 5'4". Rose also has a slight 2-inch edge in reach, which she uses expertly to maintain her preferred range. These are two of the most well-rounded women in mixed martial arts. Both of them have studied several martial arts that cover the fundamentals of all aspects of MMA, so this next segment's gonna be interesting.
Striking.
When it comes to striking, Rose is the more technical party. She picks and chooses her shots and uses incredible footwork to avoid her opponent's efforts. Her kicking arsenal is also top-notch. Zhang has a way more aggressive style. She swarms her opponents with volume and power, also using a variety of kicks to great effect. Let's see if the stats reflect their fighting style. But take into account that Rose has been in the UFC much longer, so the sample size is more accurate. Zhang's volume is clearly indicated in her 6.3 significant strikes landed per minute.
Similar question, what do you make of Rose's striking skills inside the octagon?
他的站立技术很好，很快，然后又他的那个身高比我高，臂展又比我长，但是我愿意用站立跟他打。
Yes, Rose is a very good striker. She has a height advantage and reach advantage. I'm willing to strike with her.
Beating Rose by over 2 strikes per minute at 4.1.
And in terms of her striking, how do you think her power and her skills inside the octagon compared to some of the high-level strikers you faced?
Compared to other people, I don't know. I guess all that matters is how it's going to be compared to me, and I hit really hard.
Her all-out style does mean that she absorbs more strikes, 4.4. Not as many as you would expect though, considering she had an all-out war with Joanna. Rose absorbs only slightly less at 3.9. Her defense percentage is way higher though, up at 60% compared to Weili's 53%. The striking accuracy is perhaps the most surprising stat. Rose actually has a lower percentage down at 40%, with Zhang up at 45%. Rose is a very technical striker, but the statistics actually indicate that Zhang is the more effective. A way higher output with a higher accuracy, only absorbing marginally more strikes. The striking accuracy is perhaps the most surprising stat. She also has Rose beat when it comes to power, with a whopping 10 KOs to her name compared to the 2 earned by Rose. Ironically, she earned those KOs in her most high-profile fights. Still, we have to side with Weili when it comes to power. She is incredibly strong for a strawweight.
Grappling.
Let's take a look at their grappling credentials next, shall we? Rose averages 1.89 takedowns per 15 minutes, significantly higher than Weili's 1.24, showing that the American is more willing to take things to the ground, where she is a brown belt in BJJ. She uses this to attempt 0.8 submissions per 15 minutes, a bit higher than Zhang's 0.5. When it comes to sub-finishes, Zhang actually has 2 more at 7 compared to Rose's 5. But take into account that accounts for half of Rose's victories, where Zhang has 7 subs and 21 wins against a lower level of competition. Rose also got 3 straight submission wins on the 20th season of The Ultimate Fighter against the likes of Randa Marcus and Jojo Calderwood. Of course, those bouts are counted as exhibitions, so they don't appear on the official record. Her go-to is the rear naked choke, accounting for 4 of her 5 submissions. She also has 2 Kimuras on tough, which is quite impressive. Weili has 3 arm bars and 3 rear naked chokes on her resume, with a guillotine victory in there as well. What is your favorite submission? Let us know in the comments below. Moving on to accuracy, Rose has a great 53% total compared to Zhang's lowly 23%, who struggled to get things down to the ground in the UFC. However, no one has been able to take her down. She has 100% takedown defense in the octagon. Rose only has 50. Overall, Rose's offensive grappling is definitely more pronounced than Weili's, so if the fight does go down there, Rose will probably get the better of the Chinese fighter, although that will be hard with her 100% takedown defense.
And the winner is
The odds makers have realized their mistake from the first fight, setting the odds dead even at -110 each in this pick'em matchup. One might say Rose should be the bigger favorite, but as we just saw, the stats are very, very close. Obviously, if it goes anything like the first fight, it's going to be a bad night for Weili. However, if she didn't get caught, the leg kicks would eventually add up and hamper Rose's technical footwork. She can make those kicks more effective if her team comes up with a way to close the distance on Rose and actually set them up with a jab or a 1-2. She definitely has the power to score a KO, and her high output striking will favor her if she's able to turn it into a dogfight. If it stays too technical, we have to give it to Rose. She has some of the cleanest kickboxing in the women's division and is simply a joy to watch. She can try implementing the same game plan, but always has her grappling in her back pocket. If Weili turns it into her type of fight, Namajunas can try to be the first woman to take her down in the UFC and put that BJJ brown belt to good use. Alright, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Who do you think will win this epic rematch? Drop your fight predictions in the comments below and make sure to like and subscribe to never miss an Athlete Central video. Until next time.